Okay folks, today I'm going to show you my take on a cauliflower mac and cheese, and I'm just going to get right into it. I don't want to talk a lot. So here's my ingredients here. I have a pound of pepperjack cheese, then I got about a pound of shredded mozzarella cheese. I use white cheese because yellow cheese is not natural cheese. Cheese is not naturally yellow. Hope you know that. They put color in there to make it yellow. So I always buy the white cheese, and that way it is not messed with a lot. There's no food coloring stuff in there. And I'm also going to use some butter. I got a tablespoon of the good butter there. I'll just set that to the side. It's going to be heavy whipping cream. I got a pint here. I got a full pound of bacon chopped up and fried really crisp here. In here I got 2 egg yolks, and I'll explain what I'm going to do with them egg yolks when we get to it. I got some horseradish, some cayenne pepper, turmeric, and some black pepper. And of course, the star of the show here, I got 1 large head of cauliflower. And what I did, I just took it and I chopped it up, you know, into good sized pieces. You don't want it too small because it is cauliflower, so it gets mushy. And what I did is I just put in some hot boiling salted water, boiled it for 5 minutes, and then drained it off. And I put my little baking dish here because it is going to be baked. I got the oven preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, not a convection oven, because for this we don't want the air blowing around there. We just want a nice standard oven, so 400 degrees. And right here I got 2 cloves of garlic that I turned, and I made some garlic paste with it. You know, you just chop up your garlic, put some salt on there, take the blade of your knife and just smash it down real good. So now that we've got the ingredients out of the way, let's go ahead and get to the cooking. So I got a pan here. I'm going to start heating that up on a medium-high heat. And I'm going to throw in this here butter. This is going to give it some good taste. There we go. And then I got, of course, a pint of cream here. It's heavy whipping cream. I just buy that stuff from QFC, Kroger. Good enough, because we are going to make this nice and rich. And throw that in with the butter. Just like that. And if we make too much cheese sauce for it, that's fine. We could use that for other things, like dipping your fingers in or whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do with it. So we're going to do that. We're going to throw that in the trash and give that a good stir here. And while that's heating up, what we're going to do is for the color, this is how I get that nice orange color, is this ingredient right here, turmeric. Not only is it a good coloring to make it look that traditional yellow color, turmeric is just very healthy for you. So in there, I'm just going to put about a half a teaspoon of turmeric. You don't want to put too much because it is really potent stuff for coloring. Okay, so about a half a teaspoon. Some black pepper, just to taste. I'll end up put about a half a teaspoon in there because I like a little bit of spice there. So this is the liquid base. You want to start putting all this stuff in there before you put your cheese and before it starts getting thick, because if not, it won't mix up right. And then of course our garlic, about 2 tablespoons of garlic paste there. And we're going to start giving that all a good stir up and mix up in here while it's heating up. And as for a thickener, you know, I know some people, they put flour to make a roux for cheese, and you know, traditionally, but that's what we're using the egg yolks for. So what's going to do is once the milk here gets to a certain temperature before it gets boiling hot, I'm going to put some in here and temper these egg yolks and stir it up so they won't scramble. And then we put the egg yolks into there. That's what's going to thicken it up, and it's going to make it more of a custard consistency. So when we put the eggs and the cheese and everything in there, it's going to be fantastic. And of course, you know, bacon. You got the bacon grease. And it's a command that when you cook bacon, you can't throw away the grease. You have to put that in a jar and use it for later. That goes good with everything. All right. Get that mixed up there. It's starting to steam. So what I'm going to do now is just take me a tablespoon of it and put these eggs here and mix it up so that way when we put it in there, it's not going to scramble it. Just a couple spoonfuls in there. There we go. While that's heating there, I'll go ahead and mix this up. A little bit more. There we go. All All right, that'll make it more thin. That way when I do put it in there, mix it up, it's not going to scramble. And if you hear clipping around, I got dogs walking around in here. And so that's the nail probably you hear hitting the floors. So we don't want this to come to a boil because cheese, it don't need to be boiling hot to melt. We just need a good temperature. You know, you could put your finger in there. Yeah, and that's, okay, that's good. That's good enough to start melting our cheese, and we'll just add it a little bit of time. Just by the handfuls. And then give it a good mix. And as this little cheese melts, then we'll add some more. Little by little, because you put it all in there at once, and all you're gonna do is get a big old glob, and it's not gonna make a nice, smooth, horrible sauce. All right, that's not done. Give it some more. Just like that. Just a handful at a time. And this is turmeric has turned this a nice, beautiful golden yellow color. And turmeric just has all sorts of benefits to it. Keep stirring that. That's melted down. Throw in some more. And you can use whatever type of cheese you like, but this is what I like. I like a pepperjack and a mozzarella. And if I don't have mozzarella, what really goes good is smoked Gouda. That's a really good cheese. As long as you're getting naturally white cheese, of course all cheese is natural, but get the white cheese. That way you're not getting all that food coloring in there to make it yellow. And we're just going to keep on mixing that. Get it all mixed up in there. And then you can, once you mix all your cauliflower up and put it in there, you can, you know, on top of it, you put some more cheese if you want, or some, you know, crushed up hog rinds, pork skins in there. But I don't care for that. I just like to put this in there and then bake it until it turns a little bit brown, and then that's where I like it. Okay, that's in there. And now we're gonna put about half teaspoon of horseradish. This is optional. If you don't like the heat, you don't have to use it, but I love the taste of horseradish. My wife likes it, so it's all good. Ooh, that smells good too. Put that in there, and then a few dashes of cayenne pepper. Give it the extra little kick. And then mix it all up. You can see the sauce is starting to get nice and thick, and just like it should get. Keep a little cheese on extra hand in case you want it thicker. You can make it thicker, depending on how much you use. And if you cook it down, I'll put the rest of this in here. There we go. There it is. It's getting nice and melty here. And the last thing we're going to put in there is our bacon. And then that bacon is going to render off a little bit more of that grease off that lard off that bacon and get into the sauce. You know what I tell you what. Okay, put some more in there. I got a little bit more mozzarella cheese over here. I'm going to throw it in there. Yeah, might as well throw it all in there. There wasn't much left. And so what the mozzarella does is, you know, traditionally you put that mac and cheese out and you got that nice stringy cheese. That's what the mozzarella does. It gives it that stretchy look. Okay. There we go. Where you want to taste it for salt? See that? That's what we're looking for. Perfect. Okay. We're going to throw in our bacon. All that wonderful bacon in there. And give that a good mix. Mix it all up. Make sure everything is melted. That's the way it should be. Now we're going to turn off the heat. Now here's the fun part right here. Give it about a minute to cool down, and then we're going to put in the egg. And as we put in that egg, you want to make sure you continually stir, or else it will scramble on you. So it's not as scary as it sounds, and since this is a cheese sauce, it's okay if it does scramble a little bit. But this is just going to help it thicken up a little bit more. So here we go, just a little by little, and just mix it as fast as you can, little by little. There we go. There it is. And that's going to thicken it up a little bit more, just like you would a custard. Yeah, that's going to be great. All right, turn that down. Let me go ahead and I'll get a spoon here. That way I can show you the consistency of this mixture here. So as you can see, as it pours off, that is just nice and cheesy. And as it bakes, it'll get a little bit thicker. And then after you bake it, of course, you let this cool down for like 15, 20 minutes before you eat on it. Well, for one, it's going to scald your mouth if you don't. But then for two, it'll thicken it up a bit. All right, so let's go ahead and do this pouring out now. We got the cauliflower right there. You can see I just got my little brownie pan here. Make sure it's kind of even. And then start pouring that goodness over there. There we go. And then give it a good mix with your spoon here to get everything in there. There we go. That all down in there, and then put the rest of your cheese mixture in there. Remember, this is a cheesy dish, so the more, not the more the better, but get all you can there. All right, you can just throw that over in the sink. Give it a good mix up here. Make sure everything is covered in this. Yeah. There we go. All right, put that in there. And that's what it looks like, folks. As you can see, give it a good shake, that settled it all down. And now what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna stick it in the oven, a 400-degree oven, for about 20 minutes until that top turns brown. And once that's done, I will take it out and show what it looks like. Okay, folks, it is done. It was in the oven for 15 minutes. As you can see, it's got to start to brown on top, and that's just where I like it. It's nice and firmed up. And so what I'm gonna do now, I just got a little dish here. I'm gonna scoop a little bit out here and give it a taste for you. There we go. You can see it comes out nice and creamy and rich. Just how you'd expect. And of course, this is kind of hot still for this, but as you can see right there, it is cheesy, it's steamy, it's rich. And as it cools down, the cheese sauce will get thicker. And once it cools down, you reheat it, it's even better the second day. It's like any other things. So what I'm gonna do now is I just got a little spoon here, and I'm gonna give this a taste. As you can see, it holds together real good. That's really good. You got the flavor of the bacon in there, the horseradish and the garlic and all them good flavors combined. It's just fantastic. It's just really good. As you can see, it is really cheesy. The cauliflower is perfectly cooked. Now folks, if you're looking for something that you think when you put it in your mouth and you chew it and you eat it, it's gonna taste like mac and cheese, no. I always say for these type of recipes, especially keto, just try them for what they are. They call it, cauliflower mac and cheese or whatever, but it's not. It's a cauliflower cheese casserole is really what it is. But folks, let me tell you, this is fantastic. You're really gonna enjoy this. I mean, you're gonna enjoy it so much you're gonna want to share it with all your friends, and why not, just share it out. Tell them about it, try it, eat it. It's fantastic. And the only carbs or really carbs in here is there's a few in the heavy cream and in the cauliflower. There's a few carbs in the cauliflower, but I'm gonna guess for a good plate like that, maybe the serving plate here, I don't know, 2-3 carbs per serving, if it's that much. But yeah, it is just Really, really, really good. So, folks, go ahead, try it. I hope you like it. Let me know if you don't. Let me know if you do. Share it with your friends. Why not? And as always, folks, I only share recipes once in a while when I find something that I like. They're so, like this one, between this one and the last one I posted, there might be a couple of months. But anyway, I like this one so much I thought I'd share it with you guys. And so hopefully you like it. Try it. Till next time, God bless and good eats.